morning. It is February 7th?
It is Thursday morning.
I cannot believe that. We're moving along very quickly. This is WGTV today. That's Wayne Goldsboro Television today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Thursday morning. Glad to have you with us.
Good morning to you. A great program for you today.
We do. We have a good lineup.
We do. I go out to the senior center and visit the gift shop out there. Wait till you see what they have to offer. Oh, boy.
That's right. We also have part 2 of the Martin Luther King celebration. And then we go right into an interview with Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation. You're going to want to stay tuned. Some exciting things are happening downtown Goldsboro.
That's exactly right. And you know, February is Black History Month, and there's a lot of things going on, a lot of things happening around the month of February. February, a busy month at the Senior Center particularly, is celebrating Black History Month. Wednesday the 13th at 10:30, they're going to have exhibitions and information on local black leaders. Refreshments will be served on the first 3 Tuesdays at 10:30. They'll also run a Black History Trivia Challenge. Plans are in the process to have Saturday morning or Saturday programming involving music and dance. These programs are free and open to the public. Just a big time at the Senior Center during the month of February. A lot of stuff going on.
There's all kinds of events happening around the entire community in celebration of Black History Month. We'll continue to give you updates on those.
That's right.
Wayne, have you played bingo lately? B5.
Be careful. Go ahead. No, I haven't played bingo in quite some time, in fact.
Well, let me tell you where you can go to play bingo.
Oh, okay. Let me, okay.
Here's a pen.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we are. Yes.
Write it down.
Oh, yes. Okay. Where do we go to play bingo?
The Goldsboro Parks and Recreation Center is hosting bingo every second and fourth Friday.
Really?
In the evening from 7 until 9 p.m. at Herman Park Center. You can go and play bingo, no charge. It's going to start Friday, February the 15th, this Friday.
Oh, wow.
No,
next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday at 7 p.m. It'll start, and it'll be the second and the fourth Friday. Like I said, from 7 to 9 p.m., go to Herman Park Center, and you can play bingo and have a grand old time.
Well, how about that?
That's right.
Oh, 72. Oh, boy. Now, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Isn't that going to be fun?
Hey, everybody loves bingo.
That's right.
Bingo is fun.
What else is happening?
Bingo was his name.
Yes, it was. I tried to control myself and not sing that song.
I know. You can't help it. You just kind of, well, in order to better serve the community, the Wayne County Public Library is currently in the process of changing computer systems to join a statewide group of public libraries. Now, we had Melissa in, and she talked about this. And not to give anything away, because this is a great information. Wait till you hear about all this. By making the change now, the Wayne County Public Library will have access to collections of materials at other libraries who are members of the consortium. They're trying to make this transition as seamless as possible, but you'll notice a few changes to the policies of the public library over the next few weeks. So feel free to ask any staff member for more information about these changes or for assistance using the new online catalog, which will be available February 7th. Today.
Yes,
which is available today. So go online and check it out.
That's right.
But this is great information here, and you'll be able to do so much. Our Wayne County Public Libraries, they have their new web page up. Their new web page is up, and they have all kinds of great things happening out there. Now, there'll be a few changes and maybe a bump or two along the way, but if you'll just kind of hang in there and bear with them, you'll find that there's new information available. There's new ways to go to the public library, and you can
electronic catalogs, I believe Donna was telling me.
Yes.
That's going to be great.
That certainly is. And anyway, just a lot of new ways of doing things at the Wayne County Public Library.
That's right. Good for them.
Yeah.
Well, Wayne, I've gotten some information here that's saying how to be healthy and how to get some health boosters.
Oh boy, health boosters.
Head to toe health boosters. Okay. Here's a little short list.
Okay.
Munch on carrots and reduce breast cancer risk.
Really?
I haven't heard that before. Yes. Be sociable for your overall well-being. Isn't that something?
Oh, man.
You got to be sociable, Wayne. Practice good posture,
Wayne. Oh, yeah, I know.
Keep your shoulder pain at bay by sitting up straight. Can you do that? You don't want shoulder pain, so keep your back straight, keep your shoulders up straight.
No, but I'm a pain in the neck sometimes.
I won't go there. Oh, no, okay. You're not.
Yeah.
Walk in circles to de-stress. Walk in circles, Wayne. I want to see that.
No wonder I'm not stressed. I go in circles a lot.
Skip the food channel. Oh,
really?
If you're trying to lose weight. I guess
Not
the
a
food
chance.
channel gives us all kinds of
Hey,
not quite so healthy
me and Bobby
options.
Flay, just like that.
Are
You know
ya?
what I mean? Huh?
Well, you know, what's the lady's name who's lost 40 pounds recently? What is her name? She has all the cookware and everything. Oh, come on.
Oh, Paula.
Paula
Yeah,
Dean, you know,
Paula
she's lost
Dean.
40 pounds.
Oh, me and Paula, we're like that.
She has trying to give people now all of a sudden good, healthier ways to eat and eat all those great
Hey,
foods.
she takes a pound of butter and puts it in everything.
I don't know if
Well,
she is anymore.
Well,
We'll
she used
see.
to.
I know.
She used to. They gave her a hard time about that, though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
I know.
they did.
We'll sip some green tea and reduce your risk of digestive cancers, which green tea helps all kinds of things.
Yes, it does.
It does.
That it does.
Pick healthy friends. Pick healthy friends for a healthier lifestyle.
Well, now that's true.
That is, because if you
That's
have
true.
friends that want to go eat fried chicken every day, and then you have friends over here that want to eat baked chicken, if you hang out with your baked chicken friends, you're going to be a lot healthier.
I have
Right?
a lot of baked friends, yes.
Do you?
I have a lot of half-baked friends, too, as a matter of fact.
Well, we won't touch that. Stand up for a smaller waistline. I guess instead of sitting all the time, they want you to stand up and move a little bit.
Yeah, well, sometimes that's possible.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes.
Floss your pearly whites for a healthy heart.
Okay.
How about that?
If you say so.
If you say so.
Okay.
That was what I was given as your head-to-toe health boosters of the day.
Well, doggone it, thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Wayne.
No, that's good. That's good stuff. That's good information. If nothing else, it reminds you about the things that
Exactly.
you should be doing.
Exactly.
Sit up straight.
Don't sit in front of that computer all day long. Actually,
Oh,
get
man.
up, stand up straight, walk
Yeah.
around a little bit, then you can sit back down and start back.
You know, that's very true because the computer's just taken over
They
our
do.
lives.
They do.
And we sit in front of the computer all
We,
day.
we hunch over.
Hunch over and- yeah.
We're typing all the time. That's right.
That's not good.
No,
That's
it's
just
not.
not good. And to stare at the screen all day, that hurts your eyes.
Absolutely.
Your back becomes disjointed, no pun intended.
That's right.
And it's just not healthy. So
But
you
we're
need
going to try to
you need
sit up
get
straight the rest of this show, Wayne. Can you do that?
No.
Try.
Okay. Okay. Well, on this day, February 7th, 1940, Walt Disney's cartoon movie Pinocchio
Oh, yes.
premiered at the Center Theater in New York City. New York City? Guess what Pinocchio means?
What does it mean?
Pine eyes.
Interesting. Fact of
Yeah.
the day.
Fact of the day. Also this day, 1959, over 1,000 mourners attended 22-year-old Buddy Holly's funeral
Oh, yeah.
at the Tabernacle Baptist Church in Lubbock, Texas, this day, February 7th in 1959. He and some other greats died in a plane crash
absolutely, yeah.
Clear Lake, Iowa, 1959 it was. What a sad day. The day the music died. All right.
Birthdays?
Birthdays today include Garth Brooks, who
Well,
turns...
happy birthday,
yeah,
Garth.
way to go, Garthy baby. He's 50, 5-0
Hadn't heard
today.
as much out of him lately.
He's kind of, well, he's working on his farm, I would think.
Is that what he's doing?
I
Okay.
don't know. Anyway, riding a horse. Anyway, comedian Chris Rock, who's a very funny guy.
Oh, yes.
Very opinionated. He's 46 today. And one of my favorites, James Spader.
Who's
actor.
James?
He was on
Sounds
one of
familiar.
those lawyer shows,
Okay.
Boston Legal.
Oh, yeah, that was a great show.
He's done a bunch of other things. He's done a lot of movies, but
Friends with Jenny Craig.
Jenny Craig?
Denny Craig.
Oh, Denny Crane. Yeah, he was Denny Crane's.
Jenny Craig.
Hey, Richie, I can't hear you there. Speak him up a little bit. Anyway, he's friends with Jenny Craig and Denny Crane. James Spader, he's an extremely talented actor. He
Yes.
turns 52 today.
Wow.
Yeah, he and well, a couple others. Anyway, I won't get into that.
He's in Lincoln, too. Lincoln.
Oh, he's in Lincoln.
The
He's in the
movie
movie
Lincoln. The
Yes,
movie
of course
Lincoln.
he is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
When we hear things off the side over here, we're not quite sure. We have to really pay attention to what is being said to us far, far away.
Huh?
Well, let's go on and see the senior center. Let's go check out their gift shop and
What?
see what that's all about.
Huh?
Here we go. Here we go. Stay tuned.
Yes, it is going to rain. Today we're back at the Senior Center, one of my favorite places here with Eryn McAuliffe. She is the Director of the Senior Services on Aging. Here in
Hi,
Wayne.
Wayne.
Hi, Eryn.
Thanks for coming back.
I I love this place. The senior center is fantastic. Now, we're standing in the gift shop right now. The gift shop is open for business.
Yes, we are, and we are doing a good business.
I understand that opening day was pretty good.
It was hopping in here. We sold a lot of merchandise. In fact, over $200 worth of items were sold. This is fundraising for the senior center.
Well, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Where do you get these beautiful items?
All donated items, and it's amazing how generous people have been. We've been given a doll collection. We've been given a collection of lladros, which is Spanish figurines.
Right, I'm familiar with lladros.
A lot of jewelry, artwork, all kinds of handmade things, and people have been great.
And if somebody's looking for a necklace, maybe their name is Bert, they could use this.
The letter L, just like that. And they're all reasonably priced, because not only is this to raise money for the senior center, but it's also to give a place for seniors to buy a nice gift at a reasonable price.
That's beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Look at the color.
Very nice, handmade.
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, isn't that
Look at this cute little doll. Wouldn't you want to take her home, Wayne?
I wouldn't want to take her home, but I'm sure somebody would. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that face. Who wouldn't want... Oh, look at that face.
I'm thinking some little granddaughter could be very happy.
I know.
Some grandparent could be popular.
And look at the bracelets and the necklaces. This is beautiful.
We have a lady who had a bell collection, and she has donated all her bells.
Oh my.
They're lovely.
That's beautiful. Look at that. I believe that, is that Last Supper? Yes, it is Last Supper. Can we see that? We can't focus on that. It's a little small, but it's the Last
Handmade
Supper.
Scarves.
These bells.
Look at this beautiful scarf, $3.
$3 for the scarf.
You can't beat that.
Wow. Wow.
And Wayne, another nice item for you, a little pin.
Oh,
handmade.
Hey, isn't that lovely?
I think it looks good on him.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Eryn, this is wonderful. What are the hours of the gift shop here?
The gift shop is open Mondays and Thursdays from 10 to 2.
10 to 2, Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays and Thursdays from 10 to 2. All right, today is Tuesday, so that's why it's not open today.
That's right. Demand by volunteers, though. Wonderful thing. So if you have anything to donate, please think of us. Any unwanted Christmas gifts. There's no reason why they should be lonely in the closet. Bring them out. Bring them here.
Lonely in the closet.
Yeah, those unwanted Christmas
gifts.
You know you have them.
Well, yeah, everybody does. Yeah, everybody does. Well, this is beautiful. You have jewelry, you have dolls. A doll collection, in fact, was donated. Jewelry's been donated. Figurines and...
Cards, greeting cards.
Greeting cards.
Collectibles.
This is a tank watch clock.
Isn't that neat if you had a military family member?
Yes, indeed. See the tank, right? And see the watch on top, all right? Just get yourself a wristband, and you can wear yourself. And thanks very much.
Look at this figurine. If you have a family member graduating this spring, this summer, a nice little commemorative figurine.
Yes.
Very nice. We have a bunch like that.
All right. Gee, with Mondays and Thursdays
An
from 10
example of the
to 2.
yadros that we were talking about.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at the detail, how pretty that is.
It's very popular now. Yadros are.
I find I'm spending a lot of my paycheck.
Are you really? Oh, well, just think.
Keep working.
Keep working. That's. Just think. All right, 10 to 2 Mondays. Oh, look at this. Oh boy, I like this. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And that's only $20.
Yeah, it looks like an antique. I don't know.
It does. Made in India.
No, maybe not.
Well, it could be. Looks very old to me. Of course, I look very old to me. You know, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
That is. Now look at this. Look at this. This is, oh, that's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Well, look at the painting. Here's some original artwork. Isn't that lovely?
Boy. All right. Talk about salt and pepper shaker. Oh, this is for Parmesan. Yes, okay. Okay? All right. Very nice. All right, well, Eryn, at the senior center here, the senior center, what are the hours of the senior center?
The senior center is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 in the morning till 8:30 at night.
Wow.
Wednesdays till 6 and Saturdays 10 to 2:30.
Wow. And you
We've
have
got all kinds of stuff going on. New in February, if you keep track of our schedule, we have recreational card group Tuesdays at 2, and we're trying to start a Spanish conversation group on Wednesdays at 10:30.
Okay.
I have several ladies that are from other countries. They like to speak Spanish and a chance to speak together, and they want to help someone who wants to practice.
Now, this is for conversational Spanish. This is not a class that teaches
Not a class,
Spanish.
it's a group.
It's a group to
You can learn a
converse.
little bit by listening and
Sure.
going there, and they'll help you, but it's not a structured class.
Very good. All right. Well, this is great. We'll invite everyone 60 years and older to take advantage of the senior center
That's
because
right.
the place is great. You got your computer classes, exercise room.
Finish with line dancing.
Line
Oh,
dancing.
in March, we're going to start offering Zumba.
Zoom.
I expect to see you there.
Hey.
Not happening.
Not happening. Sorry. I don't Zoom, I don't ball. So there. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, Eryn McAuliffe.
Always a pleasure.
Senior
Isn't he a
Center.
good guy?
Oh, she's wonderful. Isn't she a nice person? We're in the gift shop here at the Senior Center on East Ash Street.
Please come visit.
We're back.
We are indeed.
Well, thank you for that. I learned a lot about the gift shop. Never been in there to see this. Since they've opened up the little gift shop, I'll have to stop by.
Well, it is just a little small place cut out of the corner there, but it's enclosed in glass, and you can see everything that's for sale in there. But it is a really quaint and cozy
It
little
is.
place, and they really have, and I mean some really nice things. in
Remind
there.
us what days they're going to be open.
They're open on Mondays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m.
To anybody, stop by and
Stop by there.
support the seniors.
And you know, it doesn't take a lot of money to go in there and find some really
Right.
nice things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, some of the prices I saw were just really good.
That's wonderful.
And nice quality merchandise as well. And these are items that were donated too, by the way. All right.
Well, Wayne, I've got a story about a postal worker.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Okay.
A postal worker retires after 44 years. And in 44 years,
Yeah.
he never took a sick day. Can
Really?
you imagine that? Never took a sick
Really?
day. Says neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night could keep this U.S. Postal Service employee, Deborah Ford, from making it to her clerical job at Detroit's main post office.
Wow. Wow.
Ford
Detroit.
retired Wednesday after 44 years on the job without ever taking a single solitary sick day. Nope, not even one. If she needed to go to the doctor, she took a vacation day. If she felt under the weather, she'd shake it off. Wow. Her sick leave balance, listen to this, oh my goodness, 4,508 hours will net Ford a 5% pension boost, which is nice. Also nice, Ford may not have missed a day. She says she'll certainly miss the people that she's worked with because she's seen them every day, Monday through Friday, for 44 years.
Good gracious. 4,500.
4,508 hours of sick leave.
That's
Wow.
I think that's probably close to a year at least.
That is crazy and amazing.
Or the
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Bunch of that's over. I don't.
That's
I
a
mean,
bunch of
that's
hours.
a whole lot of hours.
It sure is. And she's retiring after 44 days. I guess she is going to miss everybody because she saw them every single day.
I guess so.
Goodness, that's dedication.
A note here from your police department.
Yes.
Our police department, City of Goldsboro. They have received complaints from people making fraudulent solicitations of people making fraudulent solicitations for money in the name of local nonprofit organizations. Now, here's what's happening. The nonprofit organizations are the Fordham House, the Soup Kitchen, and the Women's Shelter. There are people going around to neighborhoods and knocking on doors saying, I'm here representing the Fordham House.
Right.
Give me money to support the Fordham House. Well, that's not the way it works. The Fordham House and, excuse me, and the Soup Kitchen and the Women's Shelter do not have people out on the street soliciting money.
So if they stop by your house, what do you do, Wayne?
Well, you call 911. First of all, you tell them that you're not going to give them 1 red cent.
Right.
Just tell them, no, I'm not going to give you any money. Don't tell them anything that makes them aware that you're suspicious of them or anything that makes them aware that you're about to call the police. Don't say, you're a crook, I'm going to call the cops. Don't say that. Just say, no, I'm not interested, and just close the door. Or, you know, just get them.
But pay attention to what they look like, what they're driving, if there's on a vehicle, because that way you can report all of that to the police department, and then they can catch these people.
That's exactly right. And the idea is to get these people off the street because they're scammers, and all they're doing is they're stealing people's money.
Exactly.
And to make it even worse, they're using these wonderful organizations to help them achieve their goal of stealing your money.
Because they know people want to help these organizations and they want to give money and make sure they're still able to provide for others, but don't give it this way because this is absolutely a scam.
Don't give them any money. Just remember what they look like and which direction they're going and what they're driving or walking.
That's right.
And then call 911 and tell them somebody just tried to rip you off.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Arts Council of Wayne County offering Looking Out the Window. It's painting scenes of downtown Goldsboro with Penny Craven. That's going to be, oh my goodness, that's today. That's this afternoon at 3:30. It's actually at the Arts Council of Wayne County. It's for children ages 7 to 12. They're also going to have another little session for ages 4 to 6. The 4 to 6 age group is this afternoon at 3:45. And then the 7 to 12-year-olds can paint between 5 and 6 p.m. This is all painting scenes of downtown Goldsboro. There's a fee, though. The fee is $60, and that fee is because of all the supplies that will be given. You can just arrive, and all the supplies will be there. They will give you all the guidance of how to pick out which building and which scene you'd like to paint of downtown Goldsboro. So that will be fun.
Wow.
Call 736-3300 if you're interested.
You know, a couple of days ago, we were talking about the beginning of the Monopoly game. You like to play Monopoly? Mm-hmm. I do, too. I haven't played in a long time because it just takes so long to get through a game. But I was mentioning the little man in the middle of the board. His name was, excuse me, his name was Pennybags.
Pennybags.
Rich Uncle Pennybags, and his first name was Milburn, by the way.
Milburn Pennybags.
But here's a trivia question. You know, we haven't had a trivia question in several days.
Yeah, we haven't had one in a few days.
All right.
What is it?
Who is Barbara Millicent Roberts?
Barbara Millicent Roberts.
Who is that?
Have no idea.
Everyone knows this person.
We all know her?
You sure do.
Okay. So we've seen her somewhere, or we've actually met her?
You've probably seen her. I don't know if you've met her, but you've probably seen her. More than likely you have.
Okay.
Television. She could be anywhere.
Okay.
Barbara Millicent Roberts. Who is that?
Well, we need another hint.
Okay.
You scared to give us one?
Yeah, because
it'll give it away, huh?
Someone knows. Our producer knows who that is. See, we got to take that computer away from her.
I know.
You know, every
know.
time I ask
she
a question,
sits on the sidelines and finds out.
Who is Barbara Millicent Roberts? If I had a clue, I would say she was probably born in the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she do anything special you can tell us about, or will that give it away?
No, but she was very pretty.
Very pretty.
Very
okay.
Pretty.
In a plastic sort of way.
Well, there was a lot of plastic work done, but that's okay.
Oh, she was born in the 50s? It's not Barbie.
All right, here's another one. Yeah.
Is it really Barbie?
Yes,
Yay!
got another one. It's Barbie, and her boyfriend's name was?
Ken.
Yeah, okay.
And they have children now. Skipper, yes. A little sister or
Okay, that's
something
more
like
than I want to know. I don't care.
All right.
Okay. On what television program
Yes.
Was there a character? Well, I don't know. This is not an easy one, though. This is not easy. You may not even be, there may be people not even familiar with this television program because it was on a few years back.
A few years as in like decades?
Yeah,
This
maybe.
decades, we may not want to go there, Wayne.
Okay, okay, all right. Okay,
A little more current, come on.
okay. TV commercials.
All right.
Category is TV commercials. Mr. Bibendum.
Mr. Babindum.
Bibendum, B-I-B-E-N-D-U-M, is someone that's often seen on television commercials. He is a very unique person.
Is he actually a person?
Not really.
I didn't think so.
No.
So that wouldn't be like Gumby or anything, because he bends.
Yeah, Gumby bends.
But that's not him.
Well, it's a TV commercial.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
It's a commercial.
Well, we'll have to wait on
His
that
name
one.
is Mr. Bibendum, B-I-B-E-N-D-U-M.
I don't know who that is.
Do you know who Poppin' Fresh is?
No.
Oh,
I did.
okay.
Pillsbury.
That's
Oh,
the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Okay.
Is what he would say. Okay, that's not the answer.
Okay.
But it's maybe along those same lines.
Okay.
Bibendum. Okay? And
Well,
we'll
let me
have
ponder.
We'll ponder that, and we'll have an answer for you before the end of the show.
All right.
Mr.
Let's see. Babindum. We'll have to really think about
He's
that.
European.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a hint.
It is.
All right. Well, while we're pondering, let me tell you one more time about this special daddy-daughter dance that is
Yes,
happening
yes.
at Herman Park Center.
Yes.
Oh, goodness, this Friday. It's tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Tomorrow, February the 8th at 6 o'clock p.m. It's $5 per person.
Mm-hmm.
Girls ages 4 to 12. Bring your dad out for a night of dancing and fun, making lots of memories. That'll take place at the Herman Park Center. If you have questions or if you'd like to register, you can call 739-7491. That's tomorrow night, daddy-daughter dance at Herman Park Center.
All right.
It's always a good time.
All right. Let's see
Yes.
who we got. Oh, boy.
That's
You
right.
talked to Meg Gernaat.
I
Meg
did.
Gernaat first,
mhm.
a day or two ago, and we're going to talk to her. You're going to
Got
talk to her.
exciting things happening downtown. You don't want to miss this, I promise you. If you like to eat, you don't want to miss this.
That's true. Now, before we go to Meg, however, we do have the second excerpt
That's
from
right.
the Martin Luther King Day observance.
That's
up
right.
next.
Stay tuned.
First, giving thanks to God, from whom all our blessings come. Let's give that choir another wonderful round of applause. Mayor King, clergy, councilmen, commissioners, fellow service members, both active and retired, judges, clerks, you all have everyone that I could ever imagine coming to a Martin Luther King program. That's a testimony in and of itself. Let's give yourselves and everyone else here a round of applause. I want to thank those of you responsible for me coming here. Mr. and Mrs. Randolph August, for having this idea that the young man you heard speak at a military retirees club about a year ago would be appropriate, suitable, fit to speak at your annual MLK event. It is quite an honor, to say the least. I looked at the program yesterday, and I noticed my picture on the front page of your program was someone that has an immeasurable value to each and every last one of us. It is quite an honor to be here. I want to thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me here. And Ms. Ward, no one could be more hospitable than you. No one can. Let's give her a round of applause for putting these events together and doing such a major job. Wonderful job. Now, Ms. Ward, I know you're here somewhere. I know you're here somewhere. You told me that I was going to go to bed last night, wake up and find the Patriots had won. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, the Ravens won. I promised I would kid her about that. You know, I enjoy public speaking. I enjoy public speaking because it gives me an opportunity to share my story in an effort to motivate others. Because you'll find that although they are my stories, each and every one of you will find something that you can relate to based on my stories. So that's why I enjoy public speaking. And like you, I've had my share of trials and tribulations. But when I look things over, my good days outnumber my bad days. And I won't complain. My blessings outweigh my tribulations. And like the choir said, weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Hold on, pray on, fight on, everything will be all right. Oh, I can share some stories with you. That's an example of how that's so true. I want to discuss a topic. It's a little different than what's in the program. And I shared this with the mayor. He knows the topic. He mentioned it. Our topic for today is living the dream regardless. I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, I am living the dream regardless. I am living the dream regardless. Now, I know some of you are wondering, what exactly does he mean? What exactly does he mean by that? Well, by the end of my remarks, you'll understand exactly what I mean. Some of you already have some anticipation or suspect that you know what I'm talking about. But it will be crystal clear at the end of my remarks. Now I'm going to share some of my stories to illustrate how much closer we are to having Dr. King's dream come true. As we cover some of my stories, I will share with you some of the lessons I have learned along the way. So what was the dream? I took a look at the entire speech by Dr. King on August 28, 1963, at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Dr. King represented the voice of 250,000 people and organizations such as the NAACP, SCLC. Their objective was to convince Congress to pass legislation to end segregation, discrimination, end literacy tests which impacted voting rights. They wanted to create more job opportunities. This was their dream. Dr. King argued that all men are created equal, and he was clever enough to quote from the Declaration of Independence. Who could argue with the Declaration of Independence? The document that established our independence from Great Britain many, many years ago. His dream was for all men to be able to work together, pray together, struggle together, go to schools together, sleep in the same hotels, have equal opportunities for jobs. Reminds me of one of my memories. I was born in 1961, and I can remember not being able to stay in some hotels as my father and mother would travel from one state to the other, going from one base to the other. Sometimes we couldn't sleep at certain hotels. Sometimes we actually had to sleep in the car. I couldn't understand why. I just knew it was sometimes cold in that car. But we made it through. And he was in the service at the time. So while serving his country, he could not stay at certain hotels. Imagine how that must have made him feel. But he was more determined than ever that his sons would have a better day, that his sons would have better education and more opportunities. Dr. King's dream was for his children to be judged by their character, not by the color of their skin. He specifically says, I want my 4 children to be judged by their character and not by the color of their skin. He referenced his own children to make it personal. He basically was telling everybody, imagine what it would feel like. Imagine what it would feel like for your children, regardless of who you might be or what color you might be, for your children not to be judged by their character, but only by the color of their skin. He was one eloquent speaker. Now, last but not least, Dr. King's dream was for us to be free. He wanted freedom to ring from every village, hamlet, state, and city. His dream, therefore, was equal opportunity for us to be free to pursue happiness. No more shackles, no more chains. Now that we have defined what his dream was, the question is, has Dr. King's dream come true? Or in other words, are we living the dream? Some would say Dr. King's dream has come true, as evidenced by the fact that later today, the Commander-in-Chief, leader of the free world, and one of the smartest and most articulate men I know of, is taking his second oath of office. Second oath of office. So, are we now living the dream because we have an African American serving his second term as President of the United States? Today we can hold any job, including the presidency of the United States. President Obama, for example, went to the #1 law school, which is Harvard, and was the first African American president of the most prestigious law review. That was Harvard Law Review. And he assumed this position in 1990, long before he became the first African American president of the United States. This is what the then 28-year-old Barack Obama said about the significance of his achievement back then. The fact that I have been elected shows a lot of progress. It's encouraging, but it's important that stories like mine aren't used to say that everything is okay for blacks. You have to remember that for every one of me, there are hundreds or thousands of black students with at least equal talent who don't get a chance, he said, alluding to poverty or growing up in a drug environment. So in 1990, was the Mr. Barack Obama ready to concede that we were living the dream because of his individual accomplishment? Some would argue that we are living the dream because we can also go to any college or school we want to. Barack Obama was not the first to go to university, up to Harvard Law School, and he certainly won't be the last. This reminds me of another story. Back in 1980, this young man was trying to decide on which college he should go to. And my counselor told me that although I had been recruited to go to University of Virginia, and let me stop there. Now I know some of you are North Carolina fans. I understand that. But University of Virginia then and still is one of the top ranked public schools in the nation. It's normally ranked #2 or 3, and sometimes it's been ranked #1, public schools or public colleges in the nation. Now, so I wanted to go to University of Virginia. Of course I did. I mean, it's ranked real high. I want to go there. Counselor said, oh, well, you should consider some other schools. You know, your grades are good, but your SAT just not up to par. So I didn't apply to UVA initially. I took that story home to my dad, First Sergeant Alexander L. Taylor Sr. Now, he had overcome some obstacles to get to that point. Trust me when I say that. It took him a very long time, as a matter of fact, to get to EA. Couldn't understand why. There were so many obstacles in his way, but he made it. Now, he had a GED, my mother had a high school diploma, and no one in our family had actually gone to college. They didn't know a whole lot about college. But one thing for sure my parents knew, there was nothing their son couldn't accomplish. My dad looked at me and he said, son, you put on your pants the same way those other kids put on their pants at University of Virginia. You look at that clock on the wall. That time, that clock that ticks around, That's the same clock for everybody. It's not who you are. It's what you do at that time that will determine your success or failure. I listened to my dad, didn't listen to that lady. She had convinced me to go apply to another school. I was considering Norfolk State. Nothing against black schools, but their admission standards were a little different. I was considering Norfolk State, and I was considering to command their drill team. I was in junior ROTC at the time, no surprise, following my dad's footsteps. I wanted to be a leader, just like him. And I decided to go ahead and apply to UVA instead. And I managed to get in. My application was a day late. Now, why is that significant? Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you exactly why that's so significant. Well, one, I went to UVA, and I commanded their drill team my first and second year. Never been done now. Never had been done in life. First and second year, commanded the drill team. I was commanding people that outranked me. That's a difficult thing to do, right? Very difficult thing to do. But I needed that experience because it followed me later. Now, more importantly, you were looking at the co-founder of the scholarship 10 years ago. This year, today, the scholarship that I'm talking about is called the Walter Ridley Scholarship for African American students to go to University of Virginia. This year, we have raised nearly $1 million, and we are sending an African American student to University of Virginia each year on nearly a full tuition scholarship. Had I listened to that lady, little Alex may not have gone to University of Virginia. That scholarship may not have been established. The first of its type. The first of its type for University of Virginia. And it's an example and is used as a model for future scholarships across the nation for other students to go to University of Virginia. And pretty soon it's going to catch on. There'll be other scholarships at other schools, like I ride Virginia Tech. I challenge them and other schools to have scholarships for students just like the ones I'm talking about, based on their merit, based on their overcoming adversity, based on their leadership skills. Now, I'm glad I didn't listen to that lady. Graduated from UVA, went on to law school, made grades, definitely good enough to get into law school. And that experience followed me. And I'm so glad we have that scholarship. And I'll give you another example. And then I'm going to tell you what the lesson learned. About 2008, I had two colonels tell me, just put these wings on. You know, I hadn't quite learned how to fly that well yet, but I had just got these wings on. I was a commander of a small unit. And we were developing this thing called a legal command, where all the reserve units would fall under one command. At the time, we were divided up among the different, like the infantry might have some JAGs, and quartermaster may have some JAGs. Well, we wanted to end that. We wanted to put all the JAGs under one command. All right. The idea came up with, while we're doing that, let's have an experiment, so to speak, or give an example of what we can do when we put a lot of resources under one roof, under one command. They wanted to do a functional exercise with a focus on warrior skills. And they wanted to have at least 3 commands, at least 3, sometimes 4 commands, different LSOs, legal support organizations, fall under one leader, a colonel. And they thought about having Colonel Alexander Taylor do this, based on my previous experience. I'll be in a very good regional defense council, senior defense council, but this is my first command. But there was one colonel who was the G7 who thought I should lead that group. There were 2 generals who were thinking, hey, wait a minute, that colonel brand new. What do you mean giving him that command? But Colonel X stood up to him. He said, no, he can do it. I know this, Colonel Taylor. The 2 generals said, I think we should postpone this event, let's not do it. And they said, what do you think, Colonel Taylor? I said, sir, and one of the reasons they wanted to postpone it because of my newness, and they also wanted to postpone it because we may not have housing, we may have to sleep in tents. I said, sir, honestly, you have not given me a reason to postpone this event. And if you give this command to me, I will do a great job. Not a good job, a great job. So they let me do it. One of those generals came back to me after leading that particular event, focusing on warrior skills. He said, I understand that the event was flawless. The other general wrote me a letter for the most recent position that I am, for me to become a military judge that was second to none. This just goes to show you, sometimes it pays not to listen to the naysayers. Sometimes sometimes it's more important to rely on something called faith. Faith in God, faith in yourself. Not believe the naysayers. That was the first lesson I learned many years ago and was reinforced recently. We've done now 7 of these functional exercises. I commanded 5 of them. Hundreds of soldiers were trained under my leadership. Hundreds on warrior skills, how to identify improvised explosive devices, how to fire an M16, focusing on warrior skills. Now take you something else. That first exercise, a full bird colonel was in an accident along with his family members. He told them about some of the training he received. Some of the training he received was how to get out of a Humvee safely that had been hit by an improvised explosion device. Okay? He told his families how to react when you do this, about bracing yourself if the vehicle turns over. His family was in an accident the week after he told them about this. A week after he had gone to my training. He credited the training he received under my command for helping to save him and his family from harm.
Joining me today is Meg Gernaat of the Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation. Welcome, Meg.
Hello.
It's been a while since you've been on the show.
It has been.
And we have some exciting news about downtown Goldsboro. Tell me what's happening.
You know, there's been some changes lately
there
that
has.
the community has seen. Lotus Bistro, they have combined their locations into their Laughing Owl location located on Center Street. And so their old space on John is obviously empty right now.
So now the Lotus has both menus though, right? Or the Laughing
Yes.
Owl has both menus. They have the Laughing Owl menu and the old Lotus menu that they're offering in that one location, which is
Correct.
fabulous.
So people can get all their favorite foods still. Like you said, they're offering both menus, so no need to worry.
I know, I need my Mongolian beef to stay on that menu.
I know. But we've got their old space that's empty, but it won't remain empty for long. We've got a new
That's what I
restaurant
hear.
moving in.
Yay, that's great. Tell us
Yeah.
what it is.
It's going to be called Matchbox,
Matchbox.
and they're going to have a unique menu. They're going to offer some food that you don't really find too much in the community, like tofu options, vegetarian options, but they're also doing wood-fired grilled pizza,
Oh, great.
gourmet kind of build your own burgers, an oyster bar. So it's going to be really
Unique combination
Yes.
there. So build your own burgers, that's great. So there'll be homemade patties and you can fix them and choose any way you so choose to have your burger.
Exactly.
Be creative with that. And then the wood-fired grill with the pizzas, that's great because we don't have that option right
No.
now, especially downtown.
Yes, and they tend to be, healthy, and the ingredients are really diverse. So I think it'll be. I'm excited to go down and try.
Yes, and the oyster bar, boy, what a nice twist. There are 3 very different
Yes.
areas of having your combination there for your menu. So that's
Exactly.
great that we're going to offer that right here in the city.
Yeah, and that should be open early March.
Oh, that soon. Great.
And then next door to that, in the old space that some might remember was the old art market space, probably May or June, there's going to be another restaurant opening up. And it's going to be more of like a deli, pop in, grab a sandwich, grab a little something to eat. You can eat there, or you can just take it and go. So that'll be a nice addition to downtown.
Wow, so 2 new restaurants coming to downtown. One in March and one May or June.
Yes.
Well, we're looking forward to that.
I
That is
know.
that's going to be a nice addition to what we already have to offer.
Yeah.
Great. So when one door closes, another one opens.
Exactly. And we have, you know, if someone's looking for a space downtown or they think, you know, hey, I want to tap into that market, we have tons of space, you know, ranging from all different sizes to different locations. So we've got them listed on our website. They can call our office. We would love to help anybody who's looking for a space.
And aren't there some grants available for new businesses downtown Goldsboro? Can you tell me a little about those?
Yeah, the DGDC offers a facade grant, which helps people who want to fix up the look of their building. And then we also offer the business incentive grant. And that kind of offsets the cost of, you know, small business owners starting a business that first year. They get, after 6 months of being in business, they get monies from the DGDC for an entire year. You know, there's a check that comes once a month. And all that information is on our website too.
Great.
And we love to answer questions, so anybody who wants to call, you know, we welcome them.
You know, we're so lucky right here in our community that right at Wayne Community College we have small business in the Small Business Center that can give you all kinds of detailed information on how to start a new business, tips to keep it running, tips to have a day-to-day success in your new business. So Diane Ivy and those guys right out there at Wayne Community College can really help you out if you're interested in starting a new business as well.
Yes, and downtown's a great place to be. I've noticed there's really a family atmosphere. Everybody looks out for one another, and you know, if one person's having a rough week, we all pitch in and really, you know, try to help that business out. So.
Well, recently I was in one of the downtown businesses and I was working with the owner on another project, and he said, yeah, Meg's going to come in and she's going to help me. I really need somebody to help me with my Facebook page. I don't know how to do it. And he said, Meg from downtown Goldsboro is going to come and help me do that. So you guys do all kinds of things.
We do, and we love it. You know, it keeps us busy, and anything we can do to help downtown grow and businesses succeed, that's what we're all about.
That's great. Yeah. Thank you so much for being in today, and we love to hear about these things that are happening downtown Goldsboro. So you keep coming back and keeping us updated, all right?
Thank you.
And that's what's happening in downtown Goldsboro.
We're back on WGTV today. That's Wayne Goldsboro Television.
And Wayne, isn't that exciting about more restaurants coming downtown Goldsboro?
I love
Yay.
it. Just another place to go and eat.
It is. Well, you know, and the more we have to choose from, the more people will congregate downtown.
It's just part of Goldsboro and Wayne County growing and becoming a better place. And I'm excited about the new restaurants coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We love to eat.
Do indeed.
We'll try to make healthy choices.
Indeed.
Right, Wayne?
Well, the whole, you know, it's like David Madden says, you can eat just about anything you want to eat.
And tell them who David Madden is.
I'm sorry. David is our health director here for Wayne County. Thank you for that. Yeah, he's our health director, doing a great job too, by the way. But he says, you know, you can eat anything you want to eat.
Eat in moderation?
Eat in moderation. That's
Small
the
portions.
key.
Yes.
And then after you eat, maybe go for a little walk. Maybe be sure you wash your hands. Wash your hands
Non-stop.
30, 40, 50, 80 times a day. Non-stop. Just stand in the bathroom and just continuously all day long. That's right. Spend your day washing your hands. What fun. Whee!
Well, seriously, though, he does recommend that on a daily basis as many times as you possibly can.
Indeed he does. But also eat in moderation. That's the key to everything. That's where you start, and then you can build on it from there. Many older adults experience concerns about falling and restrict their activities. Now, A Matter of Balance is an award-winning series of classes designed to manage falls and increase activity levels. The Senior Center is offering the Matter of Balance classes Tuesdays at 10 o'clock beginning February 12th, next week.
That's right.
Now, that will go through April 2nd. Seniors will learn to set goals, increase activity, make changes to reduce risks of falls, and exercise to increase strength. Pre-registration is required. Now, you do need to call Eryn at 705-1785 and pre-register. Participants are expected to attend all classes, so if you don't feel you can go to all classes, don't even bother.
And there's how many, like 5?
There's a bunch.
A bunch, okay.
Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Okay.
February 12th through April 2nd.
That's a bunch of classes.
Oh, it is.
Well, Wayne, here's some little tips on ways to be happy. Ways for us to be happy.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life.
Ways to make your own look. Okay, this is what it's saying. Here's how you make your own look. Consider yourself lucky. Instead of always, you know, we are what we say we are. So don't walk around saying, I'm unlucky, I'm so unlucky.
Oh.
Change your mindset. Consider yourself lucky. I'm a lucky person.
Don't be an Eeyore. Eeyore.
Take more risk. Don't always do the same exact thing and have your same patterns. Step out of that comfort zone a little bit. Open yourself up and take a few risks.
Okay.
Brush off your failures. If you fail, brush them off. Stand up. And a failure is only a failure if you don't stand up and do it again. Try something, do it again, but do it differently. Change the way you did something. You got that?
Okay.
Break
Do it
familiar
differently.
patterns. Do it differently this
So
time.
if you step in the mud with your right foot,
Step around the mud the second to go round.
I was going to step in it with my left foot.
Well, see, that's
Go
another
around.
failure.
That's a great idea.
Break familiar patterns. That's the last tip.
Break familiar patterns.
That's right. Do things a little differently. That's how you can consider yourself lucky and do things a little bit different. Be a happy person.
Be happy.
We like being around happy people.
That's true. And it's good that you remind people about this because sometimes we forget.
We do. They're just little simple things that can change your daily life, but a lot of it has to do with just the way we set our minds.
Yes, it's a psychologically speaking. The trivia question answer.
Yes, tell us who this
Mr. Babindum.
is. Who?
You've seen him on television. Do you know who he is? Okay.
Who is he?
It's the Michelin Man.
Oh, the Michelin
The Michelin Man on TV, the guy that's throwing the tires all over the place.
He looks like one big tire.
He is. He's tired.
I didn't say tire.
Oh,
he's one big tire.
He's one big tire. Anyway, that's the Michelin Man. It's Mr. Babindum. That's his name.
Well, how about that?
Given to him by Michelin people. You can learn these facts and much more simply by watching this program every morning at 7 o'clock here on WGTV.
That's right.
We do this every day at 7 o'clock, and you can join us again throughout the day as it reruns at noon, 5:30, and again during the evening hours, Monday through Friday. So until tomorrow morning, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and we hope you've learned more about what's happening in your community.